Have you ever wondered if our reality is actually a simulation? A question that might seem straight out of a science fiction novel, yet it is a genuine scientific and philosophical inquiry that has been pondered upon by many. Imagine our universe, our lives, everything we see and touch, simply a product of complex computer code. An intriguing thought, isn't it? A thought that has given birth to what we know as simulation theory. Well, today we delve into the fascinating world of simulation theory. To understand the simulation theory, picture yourself playing a video game. You're in control of a character, navigating them through a world that's been meticulously crafted, pixel by pixel. Every tree, every blade of grass, every gust of wind, it's all been programmed into existence. Now, take that idea and magnify it. Instead of a character in a video game, you're you, living your life. And instead of a game designer, there's an advanced civilization, creating and controlling our reality. Now, stick with me here. The idea isn't as far-fetched as it might seem. Consider how far our own technology has come. We've gone from Pong to virtual reality in under 50 years. Imagine where we could be in 1,000 years, 1,000,000 years. Could we not create our own simulated realities, so advanced and so detailed that the inhabitants believe they're real? This is the crux of the simulation theory. We ourselves might be players in an advanced civilization's video game. Every aspect of our reality, from the laws of physics to the taste of chocolate, could be programmed and controlled. Our memories, our thoughts, our very consciousness might be the result of complex coding. Now, this isn't to say that our lives are predestined or that we don't have free will. In the same way that you can decide whether your video game character becomes a hero or a villain, you still make choices in your life. But the parameters within which you make those choices, the world in which you live, that could all be part of a simulation. And what of the civilization that created our simulation? Are they themselves in a simulation created by an even more advanced civilization? It's simulations all the way down, a never-ending cascade of realities within realities. With this concept in mind, we can now delve deeper into the simulation theory. From a philosophical standpoint, the simulation theory is not a new concept. In fact, it has roots in some of the world's oldest philosophical traditions. Let's take a journey back in time and explore where these ideas first took root. Consider the ancient Greek philosopher Plato and his allegory of the cave. In this tale, prisoners are chained in a cave, facing the wall, unable to see anything but the shadows cast by objects behind them. They believe these shadows to be the ultimate reality, unaware of the true forms behind them. Isn't this eerily similar to the simulation theory? It suggests that what we perceive as reality might simply be shadows on the wall, a simulation created by a higher power or advanced technology. But it's not just Plato. Eastern philosophies have also toyed with the concept of illusionary reality. In Hinduism, the concept of Maya suggests that the physical world is nothing but an illusion, a veil of ignorance that prevents us from recognizing the ultimate truth. Fast forward to the 18th century, philosopher Immanuel Kant proposed that our understanding of the world is not a direct reflection of reality. Instead, it's a product of our own minds interpreting the sensory data we receive. This aligns with the simulation theory, which posits that our reality could be a computer-generated construct interpreted by our consciousness. Even in the 20th century, philosopher Jean Baudrillard's concept of hyperreality, where the simulation becomes more real than reality itself, echoes the principles of simulation theory. It suggests that our society may have already entered a state where reality and the simulation are indistinguishable. As we traverse through the corridors of philosophy, past and present, we come to realize that the idea of a simulated reality is not merely a product of our technologically advanced epoch. Rather, it's a notion that has been pondered and debated by great thinkers across the ages. So, we see that the idea of a simulated reality has philosophical origins that date back centuries. On the scientific front, the simulation theory also garners considerable attention. From a purely scientific perspective, the debate around simulation theory is rooted in the absence of clear-cut empirical evidence. No one has yet stumbled upon a pixelated tree or a glitch in the matrix that definitively proves we're living in a computer-generated reality. But does the lack of physical evidence necessarily dismiss the theory? Not quite. Science, after all, is not only about what we can see and touch. It's also about the unseen, the theoretical, the mathematical. In this domain, simulation theory finds some support. One such argument comes from quantum physics. The strange behavior of particles at the quantum level, such as superposition and entanglement, could be interpreted as evidence of computational shortcuts used in a simulated universe. Then there's the argument from probability. Some scientists propose that if a civilization ever reached a post-human stage and ran simulations of its evolutionary history, we would be statistically more likely to be in one of those numerous simulations than in the one original reality. However, these are logical and mathematical arguments, not empirical ones. They can be debated and refuted, and they don't provide the solid proof that some scientists demand. Despite the lack of firm evidence, the simulation theory remains a captivating topic in the scientific community. It continues to provoke thought and stimulate debate, pushing us to question our understanding of reality and our place within it. So, are we living in a simulation? The answer remains elusive. We've journeyed together through the fascinating labyrinth of simulation theory, from its simple explanation to its philosophical implications and scientific standpoints. It's an enigma wrapped in a conundrum, a theory that pushes the boundaries of our understanding and challenges our perception of reality. On one hand, we have philosophers and scientists who argue that we could very well be living in a simulated reality, a product of advanced civilizations with computing power beyond our comprehension. On the other hand, there are those who argue that such a theory is unscientific and unprovable, a mere speculation with no grounding in observable facts. The debate is far from over. It's a tantalizing thought experiment, a question that lingers at the back of our minds, questioning the very fabric of our existence. Until we can definitively prove or disprove it, the simulation theory will continue to boggle our minds and challenge our perception of reality.